Hey everyone, Chris here. Welcome back. Today we are taking a look at the XFly Twin Otter. This is a nice large model. They've got a beautiful finish on the airplane. Really neat model. It's very scale actually. They've got the scale hinging all around. It's really nicely done. You know, from an assembly standpoint, you've got a nice big model here. It came actually in a really large box, but it's all broken down into the major components. So, you know, you put the landing gear on, the rudder portion bolts into place. There's a carbon rod that goes through, and then the tails just bolt into place, the wings bolt into place, and that's it. It's literally like, you know, maybe a dozen fasteners or less to put it all together. You know, all done. You've got the lights all around. You've got the cool striped propellers, which look really cool when they're spinning and taxiing. The finish on here is beautiful. It's super smooth, and you know, XFly has really figured out how to get a nice smooth finish on a foam airplane because this is extremely smooth. Now I do wish, you know, you've got the white underneath. I do wish that they had painted that white. This is the bare foam, but you know, being on the bottom, you don't actually see it that much. Then in the air, and in the air, you can't tell if it's painted or not. But otherwise, you know, flying the airplane, you know, if you're looking for a big aerobatic flyer, this is not gonna be it. This is a nice scale flying airplane. It'll do the loops and the rolls, and you know, it'll kind of do a snap roll. If you really trick it right, it'll do some really fun stuff in the snap, but you know, it's not designed for true aerobatics and just going, you know, doing 3D and all that stuff. It's really intended as a nice scale flyer. Flies beautifully. You know, you can cruise around half throttle all day long. You get really nice long flight times. If you are going to be doing maneuvering, you want to increase the throttle to 3/4 or full for rolls, loops, any of that, of course. But the airplane, I mean, it loves touch and goes. On the landings, you get a nice nose up attitude. You kind of carry some throttle in the approach, and it'll really do a beautiful touch and go. You can do one wheel touch and goes. It'll do nose up landings. Like, it's really a lot of fun. That's where it really excels. And with the scale hinging they've got all on here, and it doesn't require very much speed to maintain roll control or pitch control or any of that. So you can really do some slow speed stuff like cruising nose up down the runway or doing a slow speed one wheel touch and go and all that stuff. It's really pretty amazing how slow you can maintain the control on the model. We're gonna take this out to the field. I'll give you guys a flight, show you what it can do, but then we'll come back. I wanna talk through my control throws. I wanna talk through the CG because it's really important to understand how I'm flying the airplane. So yeah, let's take it out to the runway, and yeah, then we can wrap this up and talk about how I'm flying this airplane. Taking off, it's kind of cross at the moment, so here we go. Powering up, taking off. We're about half power, scale takeoff, she goes. All right. Bring it around, we'll do a high-speed pass so you can see the performance. And the wind's kicked around a little bit. All right, powering up. Go into the vertical. Maybe a light chandelle kind of thing. Around, we'll do a roll. Airplane, it's not the cleanest roll. They've got the scale ailerons in it, the scale hinging, but you'll get an idea. Right. Throttling up, pitching up, rolling to the right. Yeah, not too bad. Throttle up. The other way. All right, yep, let's do a non-scale loop. bus loop. Let's see what she does in the inverted. Easy enough. We'll do slow speed with the flaps down, maybe even a touch and go. Let's see. Come around, do it from the other way. Try and keep the nose up. Not the smoothest touchdown. All right, let's go into the vertical. We'll do a snap roll. It doesn't snap very cleanly. It's pretty stable, but it's kind of hard to get it to bust loose. Holy cow. That's awesome. It's not even descending. So I've got the, all right, that was cool. So I had the sticks all the way forward to the right. That was awesome. Nice photo pass here. All right, let's see if we can get a clean touch and go again. And so the key is once you get out into the turn is to get the nose up and then just kind of modulate the throttle because it'll hang there pretty well. There it is. Ooh, one wheel even. All right, I'm gonna land full stop. That snap roll whirly-do was pretty fun. I don't know how I did it. What?
That's a technical term for it?
Yes, that's what I'm coining the maneuver. Patent pending, copyright pending. Snappy whirly-do. I don't know, but yeah, that was cool. All right, so in terms of the control throws, you know, as I had mentioned as we were taking the airplane out there, it's got all scale hinging on it. They've got nice clean scuffers and it's really, really nicely done. And so in terms of the controls themselves, I'm at high rate aileron, mid rate on the elevator, and then, you know, I've got max throw on the rudder. And so that equates to, for the aileron, that's 100% control all around. That's up and down and with 12% expo. And then for the elevator, I'm at 80% with 6% expo. And then on the rudder, I'm at 100% all around. And I've got 25% expo there. And that's really to help desensitize the steering. And so now in terms of the flaps, you've got the slotted flap here. And so I've got two positions that I've got set. Honestly, I don't use the flaps for takeoff, but I do use them for landing. It lands really, really nicely with the flaps. And there is no mix at all required to the elevator with the flaps down. It could almost use slight down elevator mix, but when you slow the airplane down, it doesn't need it. You'll only see it if you deploy the flaps when you're going too fast. Otherwise, in terms of the CG, I'm using a 6S 5000. This is the Spectrum Smart 5000. And so when you look inside here, I've got it, you know, kind of towards the back end of the tray. And so when you look at the airplane, there is these screws right here in the strut, and so in the wing strut. And so if you pick up the airplane with your fingertips at that location, and the airplane's slightly nose down, that is about where you want to be in terms of the CG. It gives it a nice landmark that you can use. And I'll put the dimension on the video, but otherwise, you know, really nice airplane. You got the shock absorbing nose, you got decent shock absorption on the mains, but otherwise, yeah, really fun scale flying airplane. And so yeah, I think that about covers it. Again, this is the XFly Twin Otter. I've got links down to everything down in the description. You can check that out there. Again, really nice scale flyer. It looks fantastic. The finish on it is really quite something. And so yeah, otherwise, if you'd like to see the current build that's on the bench, you can see that here. And until next time, I'll see you at the field.